whoever finds this at some future date. This is the first unsafe at any speed live stream in a very long time. I've been super busy. It's been part of it. That's been most of it, actually. I've just been super busy, and so I haven't really been able to do much YouTubing. And I've been hesitant to do the unsafe at any speed streams because my commute is now about 3 times the length that it was. So we'll see how long I can keep this up before I decide that, you know what, I'm bored. What few people might show up are also bored, so we're going to call it. But yeah, actually, I kind of doubt anybody will be showing up because no one is in the habit of looking for these things anymore. Anyhow, the main reason why I decided to do this, just so when I lose people, I'll get up front what the main thing is, that I'm thinking about doing a live stream Thursday night. Late Thursday night, around this time Thursday night, because I have found like I said right before my long silence, I've been playing with all those evil AI things. I've been murdering artists left and right by generating pictures on a site called Open Art AI, because I understand every time I generate a picture, an artist dies a horrible death. It's tragic, but you know, my fun is what comes first. Anyhow, I have writer friends that are upset. You know, they're afraid that we're all gonna lose our jobs and their work is being stolen, etc., etc. Okay, so I went and I tried some of these writing AIs, and oh my god, do they suck. I can't imagine a real talented writer, fiction writer, I'm talking fiction here, a fiction writer being replaced by an AI. Because what their output, it sucks. It's the amount of revision that needs to be done to most of the ones that I played around with is just, you might as well just do your own thing from scratch, because it's barely good for an outline, frankly. They were so crappy. But then this morning, I found one that actually turned out a fairly decent little story. Again, it was full of repetition, full of cliches that are just lame. It required a lot of editing. It's not something that you would just publish immediately. Well, at least not if you're concerned about anything seeming like it has quality to it. But, oh, someone is here. Hello, someone. Nope, someone disappeared. Oh, well. Train of thought now gone. Wow. Oh, yeah. The reason that, by the way, I'm sorry for the angle. I need to get a better setup with the little gripper thing on the phone. It's different than the one in my old car. Oh yeah, that's something else that happened in the past almost year of silence. I crashed my car. I crashed my, what was it, 2009 Ford Focus into a 2024 Mercedes, which necessitated me getting a new car, because my old beater was, it wasn't worth repairing, really. So I'm in a new car. The setup is not ideal. I hadn't really tested it. This was just kind of spur of the moment thing to hop on and say, all right, unsafe any speed stream, here we come. Okay, so anyhow, I found a AI writing machine that doesn't suck at writing fiction. It's not all that good, but it also doesn't suck. So I thought it might be cute and fun if we get together as a little group, or if I just do it by myself on a stream. That's fine. If that's what happens, that's what happens. But we basically together come up with an outline, and then have the AI write it. It's a site called Type AI. And like I said, it's not great, but it doesn't suck to the degree of all the other ones that I've come across have sucked. So now I understand a little bit more about why some writers are concerned and up in arms. Still, I still think a lot of the hysteria is unwarranted. Especially among artists. But then again, I don't use the AI to generate art, quote unquote. If any, I generate images that are more photorealistic, or they mimic classical painters. I mean, I will admit, of late, New Low Games has leaned rather heavily on AI-generated art. I mean, before that, we were using recycled public domain art from comics and book plates and pulp magazine covers and illustrations. So it's not like we're starving artists by using the AI. I mean, I would love to use real artists, but I also want to pay them for their labor. And frankly, our sales numbers don't warrant me paying anything more than $10 for a cover, and then 2 points on every copy sold. And those 2 points, those are going to add up, because let me tell you, New Low Games, we sell dozens of copies. I tell you, dozens of copies. Which, actually, another interesting thing. Our best-selling product over the years remains our best-selling product. One of the first things we released, and it still is a hot ticket, is a little item called Modern Advances: Feats of an Adult Nature. And it has done so well, much of the embarrassment of my New Low Games collaborator, LL Hundal, because she thought that it would just go out there and then sink and disappear like pretty much all the rest of our releases. And then they'll sell one, or we'll sell a few dozen right out of the gate, maybe 100, and then it'll drop off, and we'll get 1 or 2 sales a month, if that. But no. Feats of an Adult Nature has continued to be a strong seller, much to her embarrassment, which made it even more, to me, hilarious when her very first solo piece of fiction that she did for publication at New Low Games is she wrote some erotic fiction. It's in a little booklet called Discovery, and just to put all of her risque stuff under one cover, I revised Feats of an Adult Nature, not a lot, just a little bit, and included that material in there as well. So if you're thinking about getting Feats of an Adult Nature, you might as well get Discovery, and you'll get a hot little short story about 2 ladies in love as well. I would say that I'm looking for the car driving pigs, but I've given up on that. I've given up on Cholito all around, basically. Since he got out of jail, he was never quite the same. He was lamer than usual. And then there's this board game. When is that board game ever going to be coming out? I mean, he's been developing that thing for, what, 3 years now? Ridiculous. To spend that much time on one game, he's never going to be a game publisher. He's never going to make money at it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, my commute is now 3 times as long as it was because I bought a house. If you recall, those have been around for a while. The last few things I did that weren't shorts were little tours of my digs. The package of Marilyn Monroe art that I found in the shed. You know, little things like that. But yeah, house is coming together nicely. Maybe I'll do another stream inside it once I get it cleaned up. Because I've actually also been sick the last few days. So this place has turned into a little bit of a mess. I never did quite get it all set up the way I wanted, so I still have to do a little more work on the place. Let's see what else. Well, what else is, I can see that I think I just overshot my exit, as I always do when I'm doing these kind of unsafe at any speed streams, just to prove the point that it's unsafe at any speed. I guess when I come around this bend, I'll know for a fact that I have. Nope, I did not miss it. Okay, alright. For a second there, I thought I had. But that was the bend where I need to start moving over. Oh yeah, I've also learned how to use the little magic traffic GD in my way too complicated smartphone. I think I was playing around with that at the very tail end of my streams last year before the hiatus. That is really a shitty angle, isn't it? Let's see if I can fix that. That's not much better. Oh well, I'll have to experiment with that. Well, what else? We can talk politics. Everybody loves politics. Actually, maybe someone if you've lasted this long, maybe you can in the comments, you know, down below, since you're probably watching this after the fact. In the comments, can you let me know whether I just failed to notice that they were running constant polls on Joe Biden's popularity when he was elected and Obama's popularity when he was elected? I don't recall there being a new poll every single day showing, oh, Obama is up in popularity. Oh, Joe Biden is down in popularity. Is up in popularity. I just don't remember seeing them. Yet with Donald Trump, it's been every single day. There's been, oh, Donald Trump is down in popularity. Oh, Donald Trump is losing popularity. Well, you look at that. Donald Trump is losing popularity. I think, maybe I missed it before. I don't know. Let me know. But what I think this is a sign of is that the next time the Democrats have a brain-dead president or candidate, the wonderful U.S. media is going to be quiet about it. They're going to cover up like they did before. Because otherwise, why the constant obsession with negative stuff about Donald Trump? Now, I'm not a huge Trump fan. I sure as hell liked him better as candidate than anything the Democrats had to offer, which is why I ultimately voted for him. I'm one of the 770 million. I'm also one of the 70 million that don't regret voting for him. Which is, by the way, that is a that number and that quote comes from a USA Today article that was published today, I think, where a columnist was basically talking about how Trump has delivered on many of the things that were actual serious promises on his part, and that those who voted for him are generally okay with the way things are going. I'm in two minds about some of the things. I've always been in two minds about Trump. I knew it was absolute nonsense when he said that I'm going to end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. Yeah, sure, buddy. I was dubious about this whole tariffs thing, but I've always been dubious about tariffs. Although I do agree with the position that all those World War II era trade imbalances have lasted for 80 years. They need to end. There needs to be an evening of tariffs between nations, especially nations that supposedly are friendly allies to each other. Although I have to give it handed to the British, they make no bones about the fact that their tariffs are protectionism. But yeah, I'm not the big Trump fan. If the Democrats would put someone up there that wasn't brain dead or an idiot that thinks everyone else is as dumb as she is, then I might well vote for them. But it's sad that someone as uncouth and as someone who thinks he's funnier than he really is, like Donald Trump, that he's the better candidate. It is very sad, very depressing. And no, he's not a Nazi. If he's a Nazi and a totalitarian, then what the hell were all those assholes during COVID? Mostly Democrats and, quote, liberals that were ordering all of us peasants to stay locked in our homes. Unless we were considered essential personnel to keeping safety and security, then we were basically treated like servants and so much chattel to be ordered around and to be stuffed full of experimental drugs that the brain dead president said, if you get the shot, you won't get COVID. Yeah, sure, buddy. That worked out well. But the American political scene is in decay, has been in decay for 30 years? Something like that. Maybe even longer. Well, I see now that I'm driving in the darkness and I cannot get this thing adjusted to the point where it looks nice. And I don't want to take my eyes off the road too much because there is a buttload of construction going on still. Not the sort that keeps me stuck in traffic the way it did last year, but still the kind I got to keep an eye out because all of a sudden there it is and now it's gone again, and then a few miles later it's back. So I think I'm just going to wrap this up. And I'll be back on Thursday around the same time. Hopefully some of you will be able to join me. Again, if you lasted this long, Thursday, let's play with an AI story generator, see what can come of it. And on that note, I'm going to try to figure out how to switch this damn thing off. And well, now there's two people. Just as I say I'm signing off, there are now suddenly two viewers watching this craptacular stream. Welcome to you. welcome to you. Goodbye. Unless, because I can't, even if you chat back to me, I can't. Oh, now the right lane is going to be closed. Well, good. I guess that's good. I'm in the left lane. Yeah. Okay. They were here. Now they're not. So I am going to see if I can figure out how to shut this thing down. Well, I don't really want to when I'm driving. But that's the problem with the commute being 3 times as long. I really have to have material to talk about. Because you don't want to watch me sitting here driving in silence. That would be a waste of bandwidth and a waste of everybody's time. I could sing. That would really that would get my channel banned probably if I were to sing. So I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna see if this will close it though. Let's see. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I will stop streaming. See ya on Thursday, everybody.